Did the Chiefs save their season last night?
No, they didn't save their season because the way they're playing, they're not going to win many games like that. Obviously, the Giants are not a team that people fear, and the Giants can play Jekyll and Hyde. But when you look at this game, everything looks hard for the Kansas City Chiefs. That's all I kept thinking last night. Like, the ease of travel that they had for the past 3 years is gone. And when you look at Patrick Mahomes and you look at these turnovers and you think about all of the things that's transpiring with them on the field football-wise, there is no way you could say that right here at 4-4 that they saved their season when they playing this bad. Listen, two things I was happy about. I was happy they started running the football a little bit more. That helped them last night. I was happy that they got the ball in Tyreek Hill's hands a lot in this game. But ultimately, that's what teams are taking away. They taking away Travis Kelce. They not allowing Tyreek Hill. Matter of fact, Tyreek Hill was targeted 18 times in this game. He had 12 catches for 94 total yards. Okay? Look, we all know Tyreek Hill is phenomenal, the type of athlete he is. But when he catches the ball 12 times and doesn't go over 100, that lets you know that defenses are playing this team in regards to what Patrick Mahomes has had a lot of success with, and it's not working. The coaches need to figure out what they need to do differently. Patrick Mahomes needs to play better, and this offense in totality, which was supposed to carry them, which is why we had them back in the Super Bowl. Most people had them going back to the Super Bowl. It's one of the worst parts of their football team. So hell no, they ain't saved their season. They beat the Giants. I'm sorry, Molly. They beat the Giants.
Okay.
It's going to get tougher from here on out.
Well, first of all, a couple of things. You're wrong. Let's get that out the way first. And here's the reason why you're wrong. Are they still alive? The answer is yes. They wouldn't have been alive if they lost last night's game. They wouldn't have been last night. If they lost last night's game and they fell to 3-5 with the next 3 weeks coming up against the Packers, I think the Cowboys are in the mix. I forgot what other. I got to look at their schedule. The point is you got 3 big-time games coming up over the next 3 weeks that we all would have predicted they'd lose if they had lost to the New York Giants and fell to 3-5. So the fact that they ended up winning the game and they end up being a 500 team, there you go, the Packers, the Raiders, and the Cowboys, okay? And then the Raiders again after you play up against the Broncos. The reality is that the way they're looking, if you had lost to the New York Giants, there's a good possibility you could have legitimately lost 4 of your next 5 games on the schedule. So last night was absolutely unequivocally a must-win scenario for the Kansas City Chiefs. Couple of things we want to point out here.
Wait, can I get in here with some breaking news really quickly?
Breaking news?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Diana Rossini is reporting that the Steelers have dealt Melvin Ingram to the Kansas City Chiefs. A little impact to bolster that defense, linebacker. You want to pick up here, or you want to let Mark?
Look. If the Pittsburgh Steelers are giving up on a linebacker in the middle of the season, you know,
Stop it.
I don't know what the situation is.
What does that say to you?
Listen, I know Melvin Ingram can play, but it's 8 games into the season. You giving up a linebacker now. What's the reason for that, Spears?
And say, one, they got a young guy, Alex Highsmith, that they confident
I like
in
Alex Highsmith a lot.
Yeah, he balling a lot. Melvin was supposed to be a save, like a guy that could save you depending on what you had after Bud Dupree. This is exactly what he's going to be for the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't mind this move at all. They cannot rush the passer right now. They cannot do it. So if you're bringing in a guy that you think can do that, take some pressure off Chris Jones and Frank Clark, do it. I like the move.
I feel you on that. I'm going to defer to you, me personally, again. The fact of the matter is, if you was going to be that impactful, you would have been there, okay? That's how I'm viewing it, all right? Middle of the season, not beginning of the season, not training camp, nothing like that. Middle of the season, they said, yo, man, you could go. You could go. I mean, that's a message there. That's just me. That's just me, Marcus. Having said all of that, I will say this to you, because I'm glad this goes in the direction where I'm going back to with Kansas City, Molly. Daniel Sorensen.
Oh,
how can I be nice? Let me try. You know, you're a lucky brother to be in the league. I mean, you listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to understand. Now, Marcus, again, you're the football guy. You're a former football player, not me. So if I pick this up, you know it's a problem. I saw number 50 go like this, Molly, Swagoo. You know what I'm saying? He said, we got the inside. Whatever you do, all you got to do is make sure you don't let Ingram get outside to score a touchdown right there. And what does he do? That's exactly what he allows Ingram to do, to catch that touchdown. I mean, all you had to do was play the outside. They said, we got the inside. And somehow, some way, you still couldn't pick that up. He was targeted 3 times, all right? Gave up 61 yards and a touchdown, okay? Gave up a perfect passer rating to Mr. Daniel Jones. Daniel Sorensen is a problem. That's why their defense has had problems. That dude right there, he's just a problem. Having said all of that, again, back to my original point, they saved their season because now you're a 500 team. Even if you go 2-2 over the next 4 games, you'll still be a 500 team, and you'll still have a chance. You would not have had that chance if you had lost last night.
Listen, I understand what you're saying about beating the Giants. Stephen A., they could lose these next 3 games. Literally. The Kansas City Chiefs could lose the next 3 games that they have on their schedule. So I'm not going to sit here and say they saved their season yet, beating the Giants. You save your season if you get past the Cowboys or the Raiders who's in your division, or you beat the Packers. Because then I can start to believe that you're a team that has some upward trajectory.
But had they lost,
they wouldn't have beat any one of these 3 teams yesterday if it wouldn't have been the Giants. So if they lose the next 3 and they sit here at 4-7, we back to where we were before they played the Giants.
But they ain't there yet, damn it. They had lost last night, they would have been there, but they ain't there yet. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.